Good morning, Hoyas!
It's Friday, October 28th, and we have another special show for y'all this Halloween.
As always, we had to get a little dressed up, and then I guess we had two different things in mind when we agreed on a buddy costume.
Yeah, just a little different.
You know what? At least we picked something in the same ballpark. I mean, I think we look pretty good.
Indeed we do. So on another note, let's start the show with a nearby fall festival for community service points that's happening tonight.
And what's Halloween without a little scare?
Octavia and Haley literally went to a spooky haunted house, so you're going to want to see it. Then on to your favorite horror movies and pumpkin carving.
Let's get straight into our spooky show.
Boo! I'm Jack Foster.
And I'm Barrett Schluckerbeer, and welcome to yet another episode of HoyaVision, Halloween edition.
How are you doing today, Barrett?
I'm doing absolutely fabulous. Thank you so much for asking. How are you today?
I'm doing just fine, thank you. We got lots going on, so let's get into it. As you know, community service is super important to our students here at Harrison High School.
That's why we offer so many opportunities through various clubs like National Honor Society. Today, they have a special event at Lewis Elementary to kickstart this season.
Good morning, Hoyas. It's the season of fall, and there are many autumn activities going around. This Friday afternoon, on October 28th, Lewis Elementary School is having a fall festival. Now, don't get too excited because it is for the kids, but if you signed up to volunteer, you should be there too. The event will be from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. outside the track and gymnasium. There will be a pie eating contest, a bouncy house, a photo booth, and more fun fall activities for all the kids. Don't forget to show up and get your community service hours if you sign up to volunteer on the Lewis Elementary School website. We hope that you guys have an amazing weekend. See you next week.
Like Courtney said, if you signed up as a volunteer, be sure to help out.
Yep, community service is super important as we get closer to the holidays. I know some clubs are already starting their canned food drives.
That's right, but before we get too ahead of ourselves, let's focus on Halloween.
Of course, I haven't forgotten. Hello? We're in bunny costumes.
Which isn't exactly scary, but you know what is?
Haunted houses.
You guessed it. I heard folklore haunted house is terrifying. Better yet, our crew had to go through the entire experience. So enjoy this exclusive coverage.
So folklore originally was to play on folklore of legend. When we first started, we had one of our first icons was the Tooth Fairy. But as the years have progressed, we've kind of moved away from that a little bit and gone more towards just different haunted house and spooky motifs and things. But we still use that as just our name and our brand. Here we really try and give an immersive experience. We use a lot of character interactions. We do use animatronics, but we try to do a lot with our actors and really give somebody a really kind of intimate experience with fear here.
So I'm the lady of the manor. I'm just one of the scare actors, and this is my home, kind of, this little room. I'm mostly in here. I feel like the interactions with people, the ones who they kind of are using like coping mechanisms, so it kind of makes it funny for me because some of them aren't like your typical and then run away. Some of them are like, dang, shawty, you bad. I get a lot of that stuff.
Alright, so we are into the haunted house. How you feeling, Haley? It's got beautiful attractions, wonderful music. It's really great. Yeah, it's really great. It's really great. Yeah, it's great. No, okay, just keep going backwards. Thank you for that. God. Almost done, Haley, see? How are you feeling now?
Not good.
Okay.
Huh, pretty intense if you ask me.
That looks like a good time to me.
Yeah, amazing. But honestly, that makes me want to go to one before Halloween is over.
And if you don't get to that, there's always classic horror movies. Nothing's better than having a fun night, and Hocus Pocus, It, Annabelle, the list goes on and on. So let's see what you guys' top picks were. Good morning, Hoyas. Today, we're going to be taking a look at some of our Hoyas' favorite horror movies. Boo.
My favorite horror movie is A Quiet Place. I like the fact that it's kind of suspenseful and not completely horror, it's more suspense, and the fact that it was really well directed. I also really like John Krasinski from The Office.
I think my favorite horror movie is probably It, just because it was the first horror movie I ever saw. There's a clown, it goes boo, but he's a funny guy, except for all the death he did.
Probably The Conjuring, because it was pretty scary. Directing was good. I liked the camera angles. I gotta say my favorite horror movie is The Conjurer. It's like a classic.
That's going to be it for today, Hoyas. Have a good Halloween. Scare some little kids.
Good choices. My favorite horror movie has to be The Autopsy of Jane Doe. Pretty unknown, but definitely worth the watch outside of school.
Okay, noted. I'll put it on my list.
And on top of favorite things, you already know my favorite person is up next, Bob Ross.
Oh God, what is it this time?
Hi, my name's Bob Ross, and today I was going on a stroll, noticed the leaves were turning yellow, so I decided I was going to get a couple big old pumpkins, carve them. Let's get to it. Okay, now, let's bring these pumpkins over to the working area. And we got some trash bags and some box. We're gonna get working with it. Now, we're gonna want our kit. And we don't need any of them paper things. Let's get straight to work. Yeah. Alright, now that we got the top of the pumpkin loose, we just pop that sucker off and get scooping. This is taking too long. Ugh. Time for the big guns. Alright, y'all. This is my pumpkin, and her name is Honda Civic. I hope you enjoyed carving pumpkins with me.
Happy Halloween, everyone.
Thank you for tuning in to our spooky show. We'll see you guys back again November 4th.
Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Hoya.broadcasting.
And be sure to stay tuned for Harrison's podcast, Today in 10.
Once again, I'm Barrett Schluckabeer.
And I'm Jack Foster. Have a safe and happy Halloween, everybody.
Bye, Hoyas.